this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and today I'm going to show you how to make this cute cookie box. I call it a cookie box. It could be used for anything. The reason I call it a cookie box is because when I saw it, I thought that will be perfect because I love to make cookies, and I'm a big baker, and I like to give them to my friends and my coworkers, and I needed this is just the perfect size box, and it's pretty large, so you're going to need to use two 12 by 12 pieces of paper. We're going to cut it down, but to get a bigger box like this, you do need to use two 12 by 12s. So it opens up just like this. And see, I packaged my cookies in here, and I always wrap my cookies because if you don't, this is just a little pointer. If you don't wrap them, sometimes, like these are butter cookies, they will run onto your cardstock. So, and then I stick a little doily in the bottom just to give it a little extra touch, and it's just so cute. I put a little window sheet in here, but I saw this box in like a grocery store, and it was ugly, and I told my husband, I want a box like that, but I want to make it pretty. So I could use it as a gift. So I just tore it apart, and this is what I came up with. So I'm going to show you today how to do this, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's get started. Okay, like I said, you will need two 12 by 12 pieces, but you cut them down. This is Strawberry Slush, and it's from the Designer Series paper pack, and in the In Colors for this year, and you're going to cut these down to 10 by 9 1/4, and you need 2 equal sheets of paper. And then what you're going to do next is you're going to score it on all sides at 2 1/2, 2 1/2, 2 1/2, and 2 1/2. And you're going to do it on both sides, on both pieces. And I already did that to try to save time because this is going to take a little bit longer since the box is so big. So I'm going to just fold on these lines that I scored, and I'll show you how to put this together. And I'm just going to fold on both of them. And we're going to cut them a little bit different, each one of them. Okay, now on the first piece, this is the 10-inch side. You want to cut up to the score line, and this way is 10 inches across this way. So you're going to cut both sides, and you can do it on either side, but make sure you're cutting both. If it's the 9 1/4 side, you're cutting both 9 1/4 side. And if you're cutting the 10-inch side, cut both the 10-inch side. It works both ways. But that's going to be one side. And then this one, we're going to cut the same way. And I need to cut it on this side. This side's so much easier to see. I'm going to use the polka dot side. I love this Strawberry Slush. It's such a pretty color. Yeah, I could use either side. It would be pretty. That's why I love the designer paper. It's going to look nice inside and out. Okay, so on this one, we're going to cut this tab off, and we're going to cut this tab off. And you're going to leave this. So we're going to cut that, and we're going to cut that. So this piece is going to look like this. You'll have the 2 little flaps and the 2 larger flaps. And then this piece we're just going to leave like that. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work with this piece. And I would use sticky strip on this to save time. I'm going to use my snail, but always use it, especially on this box, because it is a larger box and you want it to be really sturdy. But for time's sake, I'm just going to use my snail. It's just going to form the bottom of the box. So then you just take each one, each side, and mash it up. Line it up really straight. Put your flaps on the inside. That one I got off a little bit, but it'll still be okay. Okay, so that's your box, and you can see what a good size that is. And then this piece, I do have a window in here, and what I used, and it's the Labels collection of Big Shot framelits that they carry at Stampin' Up. And this is the second from the smallest, and I used that in the center. I put it through my Big Shot, and since this paper is so wide, you know it's always hard to get it through that Big Shot, but you can fold these pieces up over the top so you don't cut these flaps. And then just run it through your Big Shot, and you'll get your little window. And I've already done that, so I didn't have to waste time going through, going over to my Big Shot, because it's not on this desk I work off of. And so here is what I got. And I also put my sticky strip on this piece so I could show you already, and I wouldn't have to take the time to do that. Now for the window sheet, I put a window sheet over here. You don't have to. You don't even have to cut a hole here. But I did. I love to see what's inside, and I love to show people what's inside. So I cut a piece of window sheet, and this window sheet is 4 by 4.5. And it fits perfectly on here. And you want to make sure when you put it on, you don't put it on where you're folding. And it fits just perfect, but I'm going to go ahead and put that on, and I'm just going to use snail. You can use snail for this. It holds it really well on there. And then just lay it on top here. Okay, and so there's your window, and that looks so cute. And then I took another piece and I made a little frame. And how you do that is that you just take your, let me move this so you can see it better. You take your framelit, and this is the next larger size that I used than the window there, and you set this one inside. I always use a piece of the sticky note, and I hold it down, and then I run it through my Big Shot, and then it comes out this little frame. And you don't need to make a frame even. I mean, it looks cute just the way it is, but it just adds a little bit of a fancier touch to it. And it kind of finishes it off, I guess. See, that's so cute. And then the next step is we're going to put, I have a 1-inch punch here, and I'm going to put a little notch. So I kind of center it, and this is just going to make it a little bit easier for whoever you give to open up the box. And then I already put sticky strip on these, so let's take that off. And then what you do is you just fold these up, line them up straight, and then line this one up, and you have your little top. And then we're going to take this off, and be sure you put a lot on this bottom piece, because this is going to hold the lid on. Oh my goodness, I put it on the wrong side. I meant to do the little notch on the other side. Oh well, we're gonna fix that. Let's go ahead and put a notch here, because this is the side that it's supposed to open on. Sorry about that. I wasn't thinking when I didn't see that other side had the sticky strip on it. Okay, you don't want to cut it in this side, obviously. So then the next thing we're going to do is this side will be solid, and you're going to just line it up to the very bottom there, to the edge of the other box, and you can't hardly tell. And that's the box. So that's the box part. Now I got 2 notches, but that one, that's okay. But anyway, let's go ahead and decorate it. I'm going to just show you what I used to decorate it. I'm going to cut 2 butterflies, and it's from this Papillon Potpourri, and this stamp set I just got. And every one of these stamps out so beautiful. So I'm going to use this because I just love the butterflies. And then the little sentiment that I used is this from Chalk Talk. You know this is one of my favorite because you've probably seen it in my other videos. I've used this one, and I made a little box using that. I've used all of these, I think. but I'm going to use this I Can't Thank You Enough. What color? We're going to use Coastal Cabana this time for this box. And I'm going to stamp the butterflies, and I'm going to stamp 2 of those butterflies. And then for the I Can't Thank You Enough, I'm just blocking out here so I don't get the heart in it this time. And I'm just going to stamp. And this way the heart won't come out. I take that piece of paper off, and then I'll just stamp that. Alright, so we got all of it stamped out. I have this elegant butterfly punch, and this will punch these out perfectly. Look how great that is. You know how much I love the punches and matching stamp sets. They're just awesome. And then we're going to do 2 because I want it to look 3-dimensional. It's hard to do this when you're in camera, trying to keep it. And then this one, I'm just going to cut it like that. And then I'll just make it a little bit shorter here. Cut it. This is just a simple way to make it a little banner edge. And then I'm going to get my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I just use a little bit underneath the butterfly because I want it to kind of pop up and look 3-dimensional. So I hope I'm in the camera because I am using a different method to video this one. I'm trying something a little bit different. So that's the butterfly. Isn't that so pretty? I just love this. These butterflies are adorable. This is a stamp set you need to have. And then I'm going to just put a little dimensional on the back of this one. And another one on the butterfly. And I'll just, let me see, I'm going to cut that little edge off so it doesn't get the window so much. And then just add the little butterfly. And there you have it. Isn't that so adorable? I really, really love this box. So thanks for watching. If you need any supplies, you can go to my blog at stampingwithamore.com. I have everything there. You just go to my shop button and you can get the stamps, the paper, whatever you need. I'll post these again to my blog and give all the dimensions and everything again. So if you need to check back, I hope you enjoyed it. I just love making these, and I hope you do too. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.